Hini yatiti yatete Abranaaso kuku seku obreku kusukuku ni ejemire kukubekem me de ayemogude nanso Abranaaso nkomode etim ho so su abrobo nsuo beye boden ohuwe pamoja enya akekire Abranaaso ya do se metro nkropot aye show se kolebu ayarasafo kuku manne asore dom ahuru nyina nso frɛ Abranaaso presby dongba es Abranaaso ya soko methodist dong si Abranaaso enene kankan Abranaaso ne kankan Anglican den susi ahanso sara na Pentecost mentas enkunsu yageso aji baby akrache fuya muri akoto afi ni yede nampana bu timumra meti adwumadi papa Paul awa mantem ono osin adi kanfo Abranaaso yetie ni bariman Hini yatiti yatete Abranaaso kuku seku obreku kusukuku ni ejemire kukubekem me de ayemogude nanso Abranaaso nkomode etim ho so su abrobo nsuo beye boden ohuwe pamoja enya akekire Abranaaso ya do se metro nkropot aye show se kolebu ayarasafo kuku manne asore dom ahuru nyina nso frɛ Abranaaso presby dongba es Abranaaso ya soko methodist dong si Abranaaso enene kankan Abranaaso ne kankan Anglican den susi ahanso sara na Pentecost mentas enkunsu yageso aji baby akrache fuya muri akoto afi ni yede nampana bu timumra meti adwumadi papa Paul awa mantem ono osin adi kanfo Abranaaso yetie ni bariman
They want no fire who what to yem rade it's a yem out to me or many mu be de ya brabo be ye fe ne nupe no ma ya pa be ye bie ye pro nyama ya kwa be papa wo sikanso e medi hia o oko jesi jana wa breye mponyo no amemu oboni esi konto bo hini we hu fitempo aye se kokko kona wo be kasem no ya hye won funu mu ma Timemufu na ye pray Dola bako Sidi timinto Dropo ayede Dragon timinto Yedi fwa kwa so awu timinko Kakwa ye bedie su boys timinto Kenye sampi na manmo Kwesi Eya re hunyum bina Hashe makume mu mama Ye Enyo do hunyum na mitwo Kwesi Eya re hunyum bina Hashe makume muma da yeah kota to share any broye umrebe so ye betu se bare mudi ye din koje besia na moni mabusia fo abeche ye kwan no nya wo se ye ka na enye ma ye kan ya wo se kwada no nsu ya de enti wo refi se su putan no abubu yeah you belly fool where they kill you so corruption and dirty games and my own refi I'm reading kafo yeah no say what you swap for and what you can be needing ya now what's you for but since the day you can hold rumble who so they will buy a be ya set up and you don't who na me too ara who you be no shame mama they want no fire who what to yem rade it's a yem out to me or many mu be de Ya brabo be ye fe ne nupe no ama ya pabe ye bie ya bro nyama ya kwabe papa wo sikanso ni medi hia o oko jesi jana wa braye mponyo no amemu oboni esi konto bo hini we hu fitempo a yesi koko ona wo beka sem no ya hye won funu mu ma timemu fu na ye pray dollar bako sidi timindo drobo ayede Davantinito, ready for Kwaso, so I will Timinko, Kakoye Bedi, so boys was a Timinko. Can you something a man more? Kwesi, they are Hunyum Bina, Ashe, Makume, Mama, yeah, and your door Hunyum Namito. Kwesi, they are Hunyum Bina, Ashe, Makume, Mama, da yeah. Cut out to share any project. Umbrebe so ye be to serve by red. Mudi yedi, Kojebesia. Namone Mabusia for a beche. Ye quite on there was a yekan, my yakania wasn't quite a news in there. And you will read says to put down a boo, yeah. You belly fool, where they kill you. So corruption and dirty games. And more refugees, I'm reading Castle. No, say what you swap for. And who are you can be needing and I was it for. But since the day you can't hold rumble, who soon you will buy a bay set up for. And you don't who you know me too. Or who you be no shame. No fire who Oto yemrade Isa yema utumia Ome imu beye de Ya brabo beye fe Ne nupe No ama ya pabe Ye bie ya bro nyama ya kwabe Papa wo sikanso Ni medi hiao Oko jesi chana wa braye mponyo no Amemu oboni esi konto bo hini We hu fitempo a yesi koko Kona wo beka semno ya hye won funu mu ma Timemu fu na ye pray dollar bako sidi timindo drobo ayede Davantinito ready for Kwaso, so I will Timinko Kakoye Bedi, so boys was a Timinko. Can you something a man more? Kwesi, they are Hunyum Bina, Ashe, Makume, Mama. Yeah.
Thank you very much. First of all, once again, fellow Ghanaians, it's good to be back here. We want to thank again the IEA for this program, as well as my colleagues around the table. I think the question is very apt. Definitely, after 16 years of operating a constitution, especially since both the major political parties in our country have had an opportunity to work it, there are several matters that have come up for discussion. And my way forward is that those issues will put a constitutional review commission in place very soon after taking office to go around the country collecting the views of our people to see how strong is this demand for reform. There are matters that all of us know about. Ministers in Parliament, should they come from Parliament? The powers of the Attorney General, should they be separated? The issue as to whether or not we should have a Prime Minister rather than a Vice President, like many of our neighbors do. The term of the President has come up. Is 4 years the ideal term for us, or are we talking 5 years? We've got the question of the election of district chief executives. Is that something that we want to see, or we want to have them appointed? These are some of the issues. We're talking, for instance, also about the creation of regions.
In the name of the Almighty God, we the people of Ghana, in exercise of our natural and inalienable right, establish to ourselves a framework of government which shall secure for ourselves and posterity the blessings of liberty, equality of opportunity, and prosperity for all. And then yasa eshia wo Abranaaso on TVXY. A media no exercise. Still, I remain a bombardier field marshal squadron leader ranger Buffalo who hero General Kabaka. Bomfa this year, this year Mia Santiago na Yokohina Grove so Montiasia. I intentionally stress on the Yokohina just so you know, sir. Sa document no moko fa ba your constitution. Eti ahim funtimi nka politics no asem Mimi ni so ne ni so china. I will be very active in decision making. Atem cheno. And yes, I made the my Indian to be any Debbie. Maybe some channel says our document no our mother by no. Sa document near Sakawa constitution. Yes, we are calling for a review. Now the Danko Kufado Tebrofona no Reno. Way back in 2008. That was after 16 years of operating the 1992 constitution. And another say Ampeni Ampa Wajitum say ministers of parliament should they come from parliament should they this Nangasa bisa bionya Sakawa constitution yes you have 3 arms of government you have the legislature you have the executive and the you can say judiciary then sabio omo eso mo ye checks and balances no omo se wo ba be choose ministers ya and yes wo ba ye mu be fa about 60 hey most ankrofo we mo ye wagadrefo Chasa mo per ministers akoye na contract ni mo di dibi. Instead some be members of parliament no ma check executive no. Na mo share that team president nsagu na chi. Say president oba abefa ministers befa 60% free yemu enye sa aye mpene. Hey ye best sasa constitution no. Mo ye wagadre dodo. Empenifo amuoma mu ye wagadre na no nkrofo so montiase ha ya Abranaaso okatachi every for mensa ni bidi ye ba ni aba be dwugansem ni adwudwam amaga na anya no ntuma pefra mo won sa abrantie bi na wote sa TV bi so o yedidi okasa no wochim no o mze president sa regional chairman bi no the president T MPP no aye fododo na nya MPP na aye for a whole regional chairman na ya ma kwan no abetena TV so wo si host show regional chairman or ye radio talk show host just MPP we pa and now you see Abronya say o be so be go hey Abronya we get serious what catch in nation building somebody like you say MPP na aye for o sa small boy say me say na do Danko Akufo-Addo 1992 na bigina chi me ka show na we Captain Smart na 1998 no gina na do Danko Akufo-Addo achi me da be ka we na Danko Akufo-Addo 1998 ta mo ba na mo bomfa chi ase na mtimakura ase gene me ho ba dia ma mo nse wo man no sa political agenda na mo ye no anyway let's move forward Abronya de wonya dom ye fa no ntonche ni move forward ye na ye nwa ba ye ba enkosi dabe na Ghana Armed Forces police immigration mo be koso adi sansem hunu no e ba sisi e enko ba bia
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many Accra.
Sure. Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check. Visit AutoChecks at Koforidua Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. Auto checks. Check.
Auto checks. Your safety, our priority.
Check. Auto checks.
Intransigent position is not favorable to the peace and stability of this country.
All right, Midas said with us Abranaaso on TV XYZ with Okatechi Afrifa Mensa, still remaining the youth president of the Republic. You can't argue where you fearless journalism. Where you can't argue where I am a nondescript radical reformer. I came, I saw, I fear not, and I'll say it as it is. And consider men as answer Munwe ever koso. I have some question. It is just a Ghana na ye timini de yentimin get anything right da in any institution. Ere week ye twa mu obefa babia na eye GCB Ghana Commercial Bank babia aye mase be me fa dome afa mi bu say ede ya yes eye security agencies immigration any police any one omo forms aba eti yes omo nko eye bank of commercial bank no omo nko tua eye 100 Ghana cedi emfanto forms begere ho amenti ase when am to Facebook ubusa eye womo wo abrochire no se sabi ompredua sa mo abrochire na mo eye Ghana army mo eye police mo immigration mo no yama mutua eye form sisikana. The response is in bebreba ye beka wasem later, but my yanko back ni enhwe the formation of national security, which comprises of the Ghana police, the Ghana armed forces, the immigration, the national security itself, and other institutions under national security. Ghana free baby and yeba baby. Medika kachiro say sa show we me do be free baby aye free ba as omai na me do ba bedu sam pempenso ani abusi ye ho say enkosi da ban ye bekoso adi sansem hunu no tienie tia ha na nyansa wo tienie emre bi atwamo in the 18th by 1804 ne de keka ho na Ghana Sebio before the invasion of the white man no near nanano mo ankasa in our communities near fre bibi eye de broni fe ne volunteer groups ye ankasa ye boaboa ye ho near fatia bofre ato ye ko ho nanka ye ankasa ye police ye society wa munyini wo kumase boadi eye bomfa chiase asankregwa bodi ene de keka ho munim sese biosi be protect your society a sa time eye adumasa kwaje ye be makasi 10 gram wo so me kwan emie ntra ye mamu ni ahyeda mankrofo ade sa na nkrofo afa eye tia bofre ato obokon ho enenam eye se bio potem ho police. That was our form and way of protecting the society. Kwasi broni be mo wono nso betete so you can say security agencies bebre ebi ye the African colonial corps ebi ye the militia and police ebi ye the you can say regiment Ghana the Gold Coast constabulary, the Gold Coast artillery and the keka we formed all these institutions before finally by 1844 before Commander Hale signed the bond of 1844 no you making sure say you be forming what we call the African colonial, the Royal African Colonial Corps tienie Ghana police and the Ghana army and the keka ho ni nyina the institution no the history ana medema no okay yedidi mwa ye forme the Royal African Colonial Corps no se be ya omo betimi a prevent at that time na asante for ha adwen pa the British domain ye fan say the western and the central side of the Gold Coast. Yedidi mwa by 1880 and ye forme the Royal West African Frontier Force tienie. The name was Royal West African Frontier Force. Ghana Police, the starting. Ghana Security Agencies, the starting. Ghana Armed Forces, the starting. I had a free buy. Yedidi mwa ya benya independence, yenya independence cry your friend, the Ghana Police Force. Tienye, there was a reason here I did the word force. If it's a colonial mindset, we only made the security agencies become so brutish, said they only protecting the British territory. Tienye. Along the line, yes, free a Ghana Police Force, a Ghana Police Service. So a service to the people. Service to the nation, immigration service, and your force. And you then as obi be serving the nation, what's said nipan won konko tuesika. And san yamanokwa so omra serving the nation. And this act has been going on over and over and over the years. This act has been going on. Wisdom. So Samia Okumiaga 7 years Samia Oku prior to 2020 election. Asama Okaya said there will not be any forms, sale of forms, a kind of security forms, project okay, no. But yeah, one of the things that politicians, said the sale of security forms, you outmoded, Adentia, yes, you will be in 100 Ghana city. If you think 100 Ghana city is nothing, listen, you people, you are not in touch with reality. Kobomfachi se kwa masako permanence. Kwa kronye ko esansi kosi wabri. Nebusa how many people and nebusa 100 Ghana ombenyama. Ya catch say munye in touch with reality. Kobusa nkrofo mo eye nobuam ekosi atia odo ye fe encherepo aso na fafa mu akosi eye miankasa mikrom asante agona. Nebusa how many people in this country are in a day omo 100 Ghana show mu bottom. This week here, men can go permanent mas a fatame. Openia me bunu fare ne pass and name a message. Abrahusemu or your software. Was a kwame, Wadaro manana. Send a wa mammy sika, mene or banen colano, ye nidi. And I am sure, sir, you know of this story. Bebre bamu phone so every day. People cannot raise a simple 100 Ghana city to feed on in a day. Kwa senkregwa, kobodi, kwa asanti achem eyemwoso, asanti achem wenchi, kokrofa adonfe, ne kobusa nkrofo dodo a omubetimi raise 100 Ghana cedi a day. Usawomo. They don't have it. And service to nation should not be at a price. Okwaka womo say Anna, 100 Ghana there. What is that? Hey, I keep on telling you guys that you are not in touch with reality. The very moment a woman kolane etia sika, the act of say woman etia sika to serve the nation in Kurano, it breeds a yes a point where there won't be any patriotism for the nation. And Mashada, Ghana Armed Forces, Ghana Police, Ghana Immigration, Mashada seti a bureaucratic principle bia, modifanipa, some increase, some way of a defanipa, amasabi a breeding corruption. You are very much aware, say Kroma, you're charging for 13,000, you're charging for 8,000, you're charging for 7,000, 8,000, 6,000, 5,000. Send your bayer before more security agencies, you are aware. Moya aware, pa, moya aware. And away young crofo akwose chira womoye we within the structure you are aware. Samunya aware then obi timi ka chira obi say ma me 13,000 mamia for police mu ampani ampani nuane ampa ye fa no. You are aware. We are aware of Kronua Ekoso in a year. Sabisabio and your Maya, Sabin Penifo, Moya Cronfo, Nadabia Camos Montiasia. A year then a Sabisabi, yes, you have a year police for SAS structures na a politician war for Trebra, war MP for Fobra. Namukwatina broche American UK no, see a baby for police in the US. Nanukwa ya punk for Charles Mumra and Masum Mumai. May her series be designated survivor. Eh? Na abrantie bi ete American warship mu a consume tienie momunye serious in this country. You don't breed patriotism in this country. You the leadership of this country is all about your pocket. When it comes to issues of national security, the nation should take it serious. If for my Ghana, baby, your last penny crown, you never serve a nation through the national security, it should be given to the people. That raising of secret through sailing of forms in a young system. When you say about 2000, no matter they releasing forms of about 20,000. No more bunkrofoni koma jeje 100 Ghana de gumu bottom. Ya kasa asem we ya kyerem say it does not breed patriotism. Police ni na mo je 7,000 ansa na mo fa no. Wo ba the first thing is okobo obosia ana de ba betua sa 8,000 and 7,000 no. It wo ba okogina kwan so a okogigi ni sika de akote. Se nkura sesem we mpanifo munyai. Adai, why? Why? So we cannot get any institution in this country which does the right thing for once to breed patriotism in this country. What do you want 100 Ghana for what? Brabe some wo mine, brabe defend wo mine, which is done in other nations. Yet the even incentives to ho. Sa wo babe some wo mine. America ni yakokaya say you are comparing America to Ghana. Nonsense. It be you can journalism. Most you compare journalism ni to CNN. You compare it to BBC. But when you do more governance, I'm person be compare more governance to America and UK. Nonsense. Hey, munye serious. And penifona mo command munye serious. We are building a nation where the people don't feel a part of the nation. And yakoka mo se mo mienka. Why? Why? What kind of system is this? What kind of people are we? Sikatitiri dia ya GS ni nyina anhwe na esi the forms ekọ Ghana Armed Forces mo the forms ekọ ema nkrofo ton 100 Ghana and some matimi afa nkrofo recruiting nkrofo. What kind of system is this? Where in other jurisdictions we are putting incentives there. Abaye sa enwa ye de to your social media, me de to me social media say you can say, okay, these are the best practices across the world. Say, ban say, sebio, ye forms and crofua. These are the procedures we go through. One, individual application is made through a manual or online process. Tienye, ye can't be as on koto forms. We in krasi sem na doso. Ghana penifo in krasi sem no adoso. And these are matters of national security. I kept on telling you, said designated survival, Abrantie bi ote worship na kwakoka ewo Abaja, I'll come back to this. Abrantie na kwakoka wo nsuom. The president of the United States in the movie is telling him say omu on board omu wo so no omu wo ship no omu sori mfiri so omu on board nkofo no you can say outboard. They outboarded everyone, okay? Ana akwa ni team oso wonsi. The president ma omo connected video call through to him say ono ada no so won si for mo tero ka the president or a captain of the people or swear 2 oath. The first oath was to protect a yani crew na odomo na metenie onye serious wo man we mu or swear 2 oath. The first oath was to protect a yani crew now no omo. The second oath was to protect a yani nation. Now the crew no free. This is how they conscientize their people to be patriotic to America. America ni be woman the nation because the nation does not expect anything from him monetarily. Nonsense. Adai na me bresa. The second commitment ni oath of fire and say obe protect America. Na ship na otimu no say osifri mu se ya. There are certain vital information in the ship. Se nkrofo no beba be capture ship no, it won ship ni nyina be sinke to make sure say the people will not have access to that information no. President le kan ya say da. Ampani ampa wa no kate president no and movie. That is what we are talking about. What you say Ghana ni bebe ku one more my Ghana? How many of the Ghanaian people will die for this country? If you are asking him to pay just a simple 100 Ghana and send one man forms to come and serve the nation. What kind of people? Why can't you? Hey, look, issues of national security is very vital. On my way, says here the last Sikakwa and army, and police, and it is a national security issue. Yetiminya sika di nsem hunu, yetiminya sika timi di si cathedral, yetiminya sika di si a hospitals mani gu ho sai, yetiminya sika ma aban so won toa obi die so Nensem hunu project Seglemi da sugu ho, and we are telling you Seglemi, we are going to declare a day Ghana formran tenema ba wa mugu geto nyina ebe machemu amako no makwa tena Seglemu for free and Ghana marane ma ho kwan squatters bill e ma ho kwan Ghana marante no maba wa munya baabi na mo ne mo maame no mo da fom sa Seglemi dan na ye jesi won mo kotena mu a it belongs to you Ghana mara ma ho kwan the Mahatma Gandhi style we will go there. Somewhere you're senseless and you are very, in fact, money passion for the people. You people, you don't have passion. The leadership of this country is all about your pocket. Moji chenko for 7,000, 8,000. Asan ma for mu police him. Eden ombe jina kwa so omu sebi omu sileska. Efan kote sa aka na omode no. Why are you not being patriotic? Mumunye patriotic. Look, me soldier from penifo ibre me for Commander Andy Lanyani, our Deputy Director of Communications by the Armed Forces. Madam for Paba Sadie we enchome yunkrasem. Base Commander Bekoin, annual fly the president or ye me yonko brebo pa me se Sadie we yunkrasem yencham. You people should stop that thing. Mon person mo be best practice when it comes to governance. So do sabio journalism. I must mo pay BBC journal. Look, mo ma yenkrase governance. Mo be yenkrase journalism. Period. BBC for sabio wa mo ti wono wa mo governance ye fun say ya. Anke bia nkomba kekam kura chan ye. So mo governance ye fun tantan say de bia mo ye no no a. E bia nkomo sori ankomba boma ankomba hwehwe nkrofo asum. Every say sabio abrofo no kwa de omo no mo ye straightforward. Omo nto sabio omo no mo hwehwe nkrofo asum. And I know Macron president when is utro. What is utro? Maya mo demigos na mugu kroma yankmasem. Maya mo mama manda da mafuo bi na mugu kroma mo na mo ko mfantepim ekọ ayi ye ko mfantepim se ya o. Wuhia o ma na mo sa hihye o motom ekeka brofo akase enso anu ani de mo ye ni enkurasesem. Ye ko ka mo se mienka. You when there is a right organic leadership in this country, some of you have problem in this country. When there is a right organic leadership, some synthetic leadership, no more NDC senior PP, the same thing, you continue to do the same thing over and over, expecting different results. When there is a right leadership, organic leadership, leadership of the people, the people's leadership, about moving a problem. Mo. Eto my mu charging for 400 Ghana. And sana, yanko have best practices across the country. The procedure they go through. Now, a wisdom. Kamitum na security analysis for the rationale behind charging of people. Kamitum niyanko security analysis for one or see individual application is made through a manual or online process. Yanye forms is gabia. Application receives a notification. Applicant receives a notification of receipt of the biodata and official document. When criteria is met, applicants will be notified to proceed to write an examination if that was not part of a step 1. Applicants will be asked to take part in a selection process by being led to engage in physical exercise within specified move to the next one. It's a screen touch screen touch for no. Applicants will receive notification of the outcomes from point 4 activities, and those who are successful will continue with a recruitment process from point 4. Hire the people show. Abranaaso is the people show. Everybody can enjoy it. And the bourgeois attitude, we don't do bourgeois attitude here. We relate with the people. Remember me akosi abene wetie. La bista brimutie, general blame omo. Was the applicants are given a date and venue for reporting for medical examinations. All medical examination results that are done independently will be received by the recruitment officials. If medical results prove that an applicant is positively fit and criteria is met, he or she is given a date and venue for assembling to official training and paper signed, which will and may include conditions of service, role and responsibilities in part, remuneration outlines, which is part of the overall exercise of orientation. If point 7 is completed and successful, graduation or commissioning is carried, and the newly trained applicant officers will be assigned or posted to a station or unit to officially commence a law enforcement career. Simple. Yanyi will be 100 Ghana. Eyemkurasesem. My yes, way over and over and over and over and over. And then, ironically, the MPP is defending this nonsense because we've been able to program say you can't be Biana and Koya. Since when did the MPP became a YSBO, the spokesperson for the security agency? But when we programming Crawford, and Crawford believe say we can be Biana and Koya in the Ghanaian structure system. No, now a baby was what who go abaying anymore say, and for that matter, you must have people to come and defend this nonsense. Look, ya bremu what? Yankwane ne eye owura Richard Kumado a eba na eye security ne ho nsensem a wabene wo mu pa wo mu nim de eje Kumado akwaba
amina amejezo
o tzeni
mpa cha me ho ye
eje Kumado yemusa a quick one. Are you aware say over the years Ghana the security agencies, i.e. the police, the immigration, the customs, the armed forces ne omo akeka wonyina ye be fan krofo a aje so omo tue sika ansania for mo. We are aware of anything like that?
Normally, I think we started here some time ago, but me still say me try to can say a cake strategy and a fraudulent attempt to defraud the already innocent students who want to join a law enforcement agency. And whoever is behind that strategy, you know, almost no more from agent because Chronoya does it too much and a unprofessional way of behavior.
Okay, so when you say on the screen Nkrofo a wo pe Ghana security service na hwe ye do o matretra form etie wi akata ban what kind of nation is this? But yamra back to Ora Kumado. Ora Kumado, why do you think say a fraudulent act by the security agencies?
So what kind of article na me try no simple one now kind to say no. There's no way we can say you have to pay 100 cedis to be able to enroll into the security agency. Me call BNI, nobody took me money. 1989, 2000. Nobody took me money. Yeah, for procedure anymore. Me call landing. Now, I'm joining landing security agencies, or military, no police. No, nobody took money from them. Standard procedures me are very simple. Me name the NTR. The Baha na ya charge 100 cedis. Na me dan say per say charge 100 cedis per na. Aden na yen me nya simple software. O log on to the software. It will be account for bank. Na security agencies na ba almost 8 criteria and normal qualification. And to go right inside that. Now what you see the ones that will pay. So we can say let the children buy fire. No matter for immigration, no matter for military, no matter for police. If it says somebody is not taking properly through the procedure. And it is a way of defrauding them, making them more poorer. Now, the Nipa Baku to meet up 4 forms. Now, Nipa 2 million apply for 4 forms. Do you know how much money government is stealing from the children? And the worst aspect in it is this is not even a guarantee. Say, we talk from now about. And the young just again, I cake and I have to move that strategy.
But quick one, does it have any psychological effect on both the people?
It has security implication, not just psychological. Because when you know 400 cedis, engagement in the Kawanko, okay, yes, you will work now, say, reports now, I am for 10,000, 11,000 to enter a wako. Now, we work inside, and no just say a foul. But to enter a work alone, now I cost 10,000, 11,000. Now, 10,000, 11,000. Why will I send my child to military? I want to make a university. And I want to make a different kind of business. Now, what job, Musika? And now, we are going to rap police and answer military. So, we call inside that. Payback time. Now, so one more my human because of the psychological effect now. So, we compare to now, almost the society is against them. Then they begin to kill everybody.
Moving forward, what are the best practices across the world when it comes to recruitment of people into the security agency? That is the best procedure. Right. And now you're around 1 a.m. That's the best procedure. Best procedure is what you just read beautifully like that. And then the other man, in other jurisdictions, incentives eto ho say ebia wo join the US Army wo join UK Army a ye be ma even outrightly ye be ma some amount bi ene de keka ho ye de meeting
on say normally omo shorty na me and so shorty na me it is a vaccine I buy most people don't want to take a vaccine not somebody is effective about don't take a vaccine you're not 100 cedi o take a vaccine now benya way free o take a vaccine now benya way free a way of promoting it and it is part of psychology. We need a sociologist, we need a psychologist in our community to be able to take the leading role in education, not the politician who doesn't know anything. It's not shy in the US at the way war Afghanistan and other places they've shut down the numbers. Then they bring some incentives there. People can join for ABCD reasons. And now said someone who said in this particular area people are not interested in it. No more for incentives, they are creating the interest in it. And yet only the law enforcement agencies it's me by teaching of science, now your mass scholarship. It's me by like agree, now your mass and scholarships, now you're creating universities as said. Would they find a way now go into scholarship and ask people to see? Yeah, catastrophe here. Say me about Ghana. Your man scholarships or call US, no cost study data journalism because you won't say and those who Ghana and I say Africa no yes one. Oh man scholarship, big one so or Colombia this year. And those are that is the way they do their things. But the fraudulence is too much, particularly say it's coming from the highest levels of government.
Why did we how did we get because okay we'll say in the 80s in the 90s when you entered the national security there were no money charged now you charge even a peswa then you drew a point where we believe say ye sika ansana ya mankrofo is it the case say sika bind the bo security agencies no ho ban ye kan say akonhoma no enso omo ana.
No, send me journey BNI. I'm a serious BNI officer. Me journey President Roland start. You don't even know anybody. You go through the process. No matter your background check. Now you draw to you about 3,000 after 1,000 plus na you drop exam. At the end of 5 years, 3 years for background check. Now you fire never 5 10. Then let me a national asset to the state. And you only the state in Ghana back across the group. Oh my Jimmy Shi, I went through the process. And the end company say Aban Netica, it is the responsibility of Aban. Now, they have side effects and psychological effects and nationhood. Somebody working for the state, and you are charging them money. You are not serious. There's something we call nationhood. Juma or security, and that's to the highest level. The nation is in our hands. You can't state that we are the holders of the state. Now, who did a bribe and I said, you use fraudulent means to put us in. What lessons are you teaching us? And it's not because government hasn't got money. Government should look for money and government should provide training. Now you're more of decent accommodation, decent training. So that in the future you get many more research commandos. I don't know when I'm going to die. But when I die, so that the skills to be transferred. Now you're discipline from politicians. Discretion from politicians and the fraudulent nature of the Ghanaian system created by politicians and the hierarchy of the security agencies.
Okay, moving forward, minim say idea where you can wasam aka. Is there any correlation between Ghana for police for womo begina kwa ho a asif sese bio womo ko sukuu no ye sheda do womo tena ase kire womo se udu kwa ho a mo awonsa fa kire faji we fa sho botom as if they go to a destitute institution. Is there any correlation psychologically between sika ya jeje womo ansa no womo wuram anyhow they behave on our street when serving the nation?
On him that man for Johnny police because of near what I need. On him say I'm for Johnny police that yes, when they finish their committee and you post them and man call MTT you are not a sister like the whole weather company. On him said that is why you have too many armed robbers when they have relationship with the police. The police one they've gone to join armed robbery group or they've given their guns to them or so many things. There's a direct correlation. Discipline levels. No, you touch the people how to be disciplined right from the one. Remember, one of the characteristics of owning a security agency is discipline. But we don't check any of those things. Some people don't even have pictures on their folders. They don't even have any documentation. All they have is a complimentary card from a politician. Jesus Christ. And you hear politicians boasting that push this number of people into the law enforcement agencies. And hey, hooray, clap for me because I'm an MP. You don't know what you are talking about. And you don't know what you are doing. You have no business being in parliament. And there's a direct correlation between what we are talking about.
Thank you. Ora Richard Kumado fraud and security consultant and ene but you see what my way serious. What my etimi mu a so obi benya kwan akọ security agency mu a just a politician bi aka se mame afa nipa 1000 wo hey mu ye nkurasefo dodo. How can any politician, and you see, we have been made to believe that is the norm. It is a normal way of recruiting people. And MP way, why are deal? Because what me afa, police 461 look, the MP is not, he has no business doing that. There should be fair, free, transparent system. I fa a young crofo without sebio yenimobia. I see a foul because sebio we are competent, not because MP being a leader. Yes, foul. What kind of system is this? We've created a system and the MP, the politician always put the job at the back pocket. Now, and you get happy. Say MP na idea because why should an MP facilitate a nipa a formal security agent? Mosi ya mamu BBC journalism, mamu CNN journalism. Monso at least mumma a world class standard governance kakra. Enkurasesem aye ye. Enkurasesem amaye over the years. Say eyese mo charge sebio akola ne maame nya me maame akosu abe no watiwi. Me ame de kura wo page. Wo si na se beko eye customs a eyese sebio otua 100 Ghana. Okofa se sika ne wo hefa. Ana nya se 100 Ghana no otua na no ano wato 4 forms. Say nipa bebre we yem form. Ebinuma try more than 10 times. It's by the time obewura mu no. Na ne maame abobosia atua amesika bebre akodim. Eti woba enye service to the nation o. Obegina migration, ebegina airport wa. Sebio enkrofo hyebre ehye botom. Ade na muye nkurasesem saa. Every year in year out, more than 100,000 kids comes out of a year universities. Se nye nkurasesem a mutimi posting kola way through NSS ekwotenatena office emwo mu didi eyesomo mo nkoto Kofi Brookman eba sa 1 year adana san kola way mutimi form nko security training for 6 months na yen keep your records. Some of them may be very good, so in the next time we want to recruit people into the security agencies, we don't need to go through this nonsense system. All we have to do is to go into the database. Those who were very good during the training period, we alert them, we give them a first opportunity to come and serve their nation. In that case, we will even have more university people. And not this politicians' way of what kind of people are we? Yankoniane eye Ora Yaro Kasambata wono so ye security analyst entwetwe nkomo eja Kasambata kwaba
bejo so
brana bibia bokode
obo ade de yam kwa che ya no pe ebeka se asida ya ne dia
Ora Kasambata eye coordinator Center for Peace and Security Research ewo eye UPSA yamusa question over the years for a period yesi obi be ko security agency mu a police, military, whatever. Say politician bi say maboa ameyafa nipa asomasi maboa meyafa nipa dodo say wo amim maboa meyafa sadia no wadaroma mo na masua de akọ akire free bomfa achiase ba ye nche mo hwe ewiase afa na ya na politicians na boa meyafa nkrofo security agencies mo
yo me da city sadia no de min ti ho abakwasem wo baby ada say best practice say obi politician because me na me be okatachie ana yaro ewura police mo ana say military mo na sa that practice Lankasa, no, it is practice via by the standard ethics of recruitment, you know, something that is frowned upon anywhere around the world. You know, I think to start with, we should make, you know, create a picture clear that recruiting must be open and accessible by everyone who wants to join. Or desire to join the police service or the military must be allowed to go through the process, the selection process, and when they qualify, then we can enlist you to join the police or the military. You know, to start with, I think that the practice around the world where we have, you know, people boast of joining the security agencies, you know, to serve their country is purely out of one, the desire, and then they have the necessary behavioral skills that makes them qualified to join. Now, you know, Ghana, I mean, the practice and the, you know, the claims and the boastfulness of some people who are, you know, politicians that are helped to put this person here, helped to put, you know, this person here, should be discouraged. That practice itself should be, you know, discouraged. And even if you were able to do so, I don't think you should, you know, make it public and post about it, because it undermines the sanctity of the recruitment process. And so it is something that I think we all agree that it is something that must be discouraged. I don't know why once in a while some, you know, politicians from time to time want to make it as part of their, you know,
achievement. Sir,
but you see, Okateche, you have to look at the cultural dimension. The cultural dimension. Say, you use that cultural dimension free in Komoa, will miss a lot of things. Okateche, see how why? Only say years ago, the open joining police and I said, you know, military, we the system, no, ever recruitment drive in our locality. Now, you physically fit. Now, I encourage you. I'm using the word encourage because years ago, who wanted to join police? Who wanted to join, you know, police? Immigration, who wanted to join? Nobody wanted to join because the pay was not good. The you know, employment conditions were not encouraging. Nobody wanted to join. And at that time, we were developing the base of our security agency. So we needed more people. They come to the villages, and who do they talk to? They talk to the chiefs, you know, community leaders, opinion leaders, because of one thing. They want men and women with good character. Good character. And the chiefs and the opinion leaders in the community know in the community more good character and the behavior and the behavioral skills and competence needed to be a good, you know, officer in the security agency. I think that was the beginning of, you know, this influence spreading. Because we started from there because we were not sure of how we were going to assess the character background of such people. And in the beginning, we didn't even have database of criminals as extensive as we used to have. So to be sure of somebody you are going to bring into the security service and give him a gun, the person must have the right temperament. Do they have a history of, you know, family mental problems and those things? You need to talk to people, and they must character reference you. Even till today, there are all standard employment. You need, you know, character reference. Now, I will say, yeah, sure, you know, character reference on our CV. Do we put the names of our enemies there? Or people we will know says, about the character reference or because I quality. We need no bomb, but I maybe I know you, papa. Me, sure would you all. And to make sure be our Becca say, oh, Minimum, at least for the people that know him or good character. You know, I will reference him and I will speak, positive of you to your potential employer for you to be considered for the job.
Right.
These are some of the cultural dimensions we must include in the discussion. Now, the demand on our cultural values, and I want you to listen to the word because I know you are very expensive when it comes to cultural and traditional values and dynamics. Because in our current situation, the cultural norm in this country is that when you have a big jina, you have to bring or you have to help your brother, your neighbor,
your tribesman.
How do we possibly? And I want us to be very candid about this. Okay, we would start in your small influence and circles. I think you have demands on you where you are compelled sometimes to go and get a job.
We me no work say kurai say ye show yi wo ma posti ababa awabia wono ye immigration officer e de na kwoto ba bia se friend nyive eti wo pama chel se ka metimi a memfuma no ntumu bi na nka ja nyive wo de wo pempempempe na ka yin mfiri ho. These days it comes every day.
They come every day. About security posting, you see influence peddling, and you bring that in the context of our culture where we are so tied to our patrimonial tendencies. Once I know you, you are my relative, you are my friend in the community, that not that I'll become a social outcast. In this cultural, dynamics, which in our whole discussions on recruitment generally in Ghana, unemployment or employment in Ghana, and recruitment in the security services, these cultural dynamics have not been considered. To see how a programming, you are a chief. So if you are a chief, then somebody come to you and say that, I have a job, I need 5 young men or 10 young men. But these young men, I want people who have good character. That is why I've come to you, because we need to and there are certain jobs, no matter what you do, that is how the recruitment method will start. Me, you have to come and look after money. Or you have to come and look after I will not open the application. I won't. I personally won't open the application to the general public because I don't have the competence to, see and know the character of somebody. Within that short recruitment period, I can't. And so therefore, I will come to somebody like Oketechi. I will go to a senior military officer. I will go to a chief in the town, an imam, a pastor somewhere, and say, I have 2 jobs. All of them are going to look after pieces of gold in the room, or they are going to look on the vault mobile, and the vault has got money. I want somebody that, Tafache, the because here, the bow now, you told that person, hey, go, as some Abraham, who will inferior your labor. Other times, in the second or also Riawa or the Mutu Remua, there are some people who, no matter what, when you call them, they're, hey, I put you here. They say there's a problem here. They will come. The imam, the chiefs, and then our religious leaders have that strong, influence on our people. This is the cultural background we have. If this cultural norm and practice is something that is not good, then all of us at all levels must begin to know that Obi, apply, go and apply. Don't call anybody.
Don't call anybody. And we'll be fair. Be honest with yourself. Now,
we'll be too fair. Next year, the president will say, oh, so I don't know whether you can look at your mother's face your father's face and tell them,
Yetimika, but and for year comparison, those who are doing the defense for this kind of nonsense, quote and unquote, omo comparison, they say near and Suko University, we charge them a form, say or more MFA forms at a fee before say what is the correlation between going into a university and into the national security agencies?
Okay, then that same way, me, I have a different perspective. So let me share it with you. When him says, yeah, but yeah, recruitment, maybe 1980, 1970. Now you have 3,000. Maybe I have 100. Now you go through the process because 100, no, we have time. We have the resources to be able to invest in the recruitment and the selection process. We are in 2020. We want to recruit, let's say, 500 policemen and women. Now, there's a vacancy. Now, over 2 million people have expressed interest. Maybe this was the first time in the history of our country where such a large number of people have expressed interest. So therefore, you are going to deal with 2 million application documents. A big application document here, 10 pages, 20 pages, a big there 5, a big one here 2 pages per. You are going to go through all these people. You are looking for 500 people and you have 1.2 million or 2 million people. Who really shortlist, you are going to take them through thorough examination, paperwork, background checks. In the current police service, if you burden the police service with responsibility of fighting crime, now what is our responsibility of the tracking character behavior of people going to their school to go and check. Did he come here? Okay, he came here. Okay, university degree and he has to go to all those places that are practically impossible. And this is my perspective. In the current arrangements we have, it is nearly impossible for the current police service or the current military, service, the administrative staff they have, to burden them with the responsibility of having to sift through over 2 million people. So sometimes you have to call on retired people to join. Retired people who are...
Moving forward, moving forward, what do you think we can do as a nation to stop this broad day crime being perpetrated on citizens of this nation through this kind of act?
I won't call this and... okay, I'm being candid with you.
No, you will leave me to call it. And we are refined gentlemen. Maybe I am crossing into.
I saw my coffee.
Who to make go to the tide into Jamaica? I am crossing into the other carry.
Oh, the company said, as an institution, they are begging with responsibility to go through all this. And I don't even think that the charging of the application form, per se, would be such a bad idea. Perhaps it's the amount involved. If this amount may be reduced so that the police service may get a little bit of money to be able to run the errand on the same people who are being brought in to do the recruitment and assess their background, select them, and make sure that they are properly fit for the job, I don't think it will be such a bad idea. As we speak currently, you have to picture this, put this in the perspective of the current situation with your police and the military. Accommodation is really a problem. There are people who are working, the system can't even give them uniforms. Now you are bringing 2 million applicants, and you say that the cost of running that entire recruitment administration, the cost and the logistics involved must be done by that same institution.
No, but it's a national security issue. So as a nation, Don't you think that we must find any means possible to finance these kind of things?
Possible, yes. And I agree with you. But, currently, what is your GDP? What is the percentage of your GDP that you put into the security service to buy petrol, buy ammunition, buy uniforms, do training? We are only focused on recruits who are coming in. How about people who have been in the system 15 years, 20 years, who have not attended any training? How are we building on the competence of the officers we have? It is a lot of money. We can't seem to do anything unless we go asking UK for assistance, asking US for assistance. Sometimes the money they even bring into our security services, they are specifically tailored towards a particular type of training that may not be a basic need to the Ghana Police Service or even the Ghana Military Service. But the one who pay.
But Oraka Sabata, very quick one. Are there no avenues, sir? You bet media raise a sabio revenue for a security agencies. For instance, yet to come say ma a bridges essaya na yakofa a contractors free abruchere abaso momra meye. Meanwhile, the security agencies like a military, they have a regimenter. They are in charge of these kind of constructions. So instead of the government spending on certain contractors to make money, why don't we give such contracts to the security agencies and pay them? So that they their finance. And I say this on authority, say, Sa bridge be a war abattoir, the metal bridge in connected to abattoir. Ufri the motorway in a corner. The last time I checked, the military, they had about 1,000 of those metal bridges there, which has not been installed over the years. Why can't we empower the military to go into avenues of making money rather than
Oh, but I think, what you have said is a brilliant idea. If you have the engineering unit we have, currently, they can be put to do some of these work, which may be cheaper on the public pay. Therefore, minimizing your expenditure on some of these things. I agree. And what we are, looking at specifically to do with our security service, I want us to put it in perspective. The amount of money we spend on our existing security agencies in terms of GDP is so low. Sometimes a large amount of that goes into just paying, salaries, the entitlement of people who have retired and those who are in active service. What is left, you can't even use it to expand the service, give it the facilities it needs, give them decent accommodation, give them conditions of service. As we speak, there are officers who have not, the salary of officers working in the police service is so poor that we think that there's a correlation between that and then the nature of the way they are corrupt on the street and all that. These are some of the issues I want us to broaden, the front and invite all kinds of input into it. Because, Okatechi, as I talk to you now, in future, in 10 years, in 20 years, all this we are talking today will be solved. Do you know why? Because there are proposals now that is going to make it compulsory. That if you want to join police, you want to join immigration, especially police service, you will be required to go and take a certificate course, like a degree, awarded by an institution. You pay your fees. You get your degree in policing before you join. So, that's one. Whether you apply or you don't, if you are going to join the police, you don't need to go and join a queue. The police service have got a database of, people who have attended school, policing school already. They will pick, because in UK today, as we speak, since 2014, the Metropolitan Police has introduced a certificate in policing, where if you are a degree holder, you want to join the police service and you don't want to go through the other route, that is learning on the job and all those other things that they use to recruit, you can go and take your course. You pay about between £1,000 and £1,500 for the entire course. And you are not even guaranteed that you'll be employed by the Metropolitan Police. You take your certificate course, you have your degree or your certificate, paper awarded to you. You apply to the institution like the Metropolitan Police, then they will consider your application on merit. You may even be qualified on the certificate, but your character reference may disqualify you.
Okay.
Because the attempt to professionalize the police is a new trend now.
Okay.
It's a new trend now everywhere in the world. The person going to do, who wants to be an accountant is struggling to become an ACCA, candidate, paying fees, paying all this before he can become an accountant in your firm. Now,
okay, so it means moving forward, the way forward.
Wait a second. This is the moving forward now. So you hold a second.
Right.
When they finish the accountancy, qualification, there is even no guarantee any institution will employ them as an accountant. I know a lot of accountants who are in the police service. So if you qualify even on paper, it's not enough. The job opportunity must be there. So if you want to professionalize a service like the police service, it will come with the qualification, which may also come at a cost to the applicants who have the desire to join. I think it may be the future trend as we go forward. And as we go into that future, I think this entry-level application form where you buy and pay may be, totally abolished because there will be no need for it. But I think that if the argument currently is about the amount, I think the 100 cities is on a higher side. We can, look at, breaking it down, perhaps 20 cities or 50 cities, because does the police service need that money for the recruitment process? I say yes, they do. They need it because it's so expensive to put through 2 million people and select them. It's an expensive, process. If that money is there, the police should be, thinking of using it to improve the condition of service of existing police officers, but they don't have it.
Okay.
So if you are coming in with your problems of background check we have to do for you, you are coming to serve, yes. But why? We all go to school, we still pay the fees, we do everything else to go and serve. I'm a lecturer. Then before I became a lecturer, I have to go to school. I paid my own fees. And now even what I'm paid as a lecturer is nowhere near the qualification. I have to go through the fees I paid and become a lecturer. So these arguments, when you do the value-based argument, you may think it's unfair. But if we think we need a professional police service and the recruitment procedure is necessary, they shouldn't skip anything. Stop the influence peddling. I don't buy it. The influence peddling is not a good idea. Say, I'm an MP, I'm a minister, I'm a politician, I'm an assemblyman, I can put people in the military or in the police service. It's not a good thing. But if the system is open, I can work to a bank, pay let's say 20 cities, so that money will be part of a fund that we use to sit through the selection process so that my competency will be, properly assessed so that I will join the police service. I think, perhaps it should be permitted. The quantum involved 100 may be high, but the principle, I'm for it that some amount of money should be charged at the entry, level when you are going to apply for it.
Right.
So that it serves as a fund internally generated by the institution to assist that same institution go through the processes that comes, with a cost. You remember I was, speaking somewhere, the other day, and I said, even fingerprinting, if you have to do fingerprinting for 2 million people today, look at the amount of ink and paper you will need. So these are some of the things I think are the current exigencies that have made it necessary that some amount must be charged. The quantum, I think, is a bit on the high side, but the principle of charging something... The
principle of charging, you are for it, just that we should reduce the price.
No, I'm for it because the quantum may be high, but the necessity for it exists. Because currently, even your existing structures of the police service need more money, and it's not coming. They've been needing more money in the last 20 years, 30 years. It's not coming.
All right. You better say, Ora Kasabata, you move it to, you better say, now, we've gotten your point well clear, sir.
All
right, Mr. Bedasi. Ora Ora Kasabata, a security, a consultant, who have been a peace and security move. You're moving forward. But you see, I still stand by the point to say, nobody should be charged a penny to serve a nation. If the security agencies, they want to generate funds, there are innovative ideas. Ghana military ni ya fa no sebio ya mfa wo mo kobo band nko ya mfa mo mbegina sika wo agigi sika police no o mbegina sika abagi sika nko ya fa mason fo wo ya fa carpenter fo wo. It's a mess in a carpenter for no, as a nation moving forward. We can channel a yes, Kana, Yadema China for in the name of construction. No, you bet me a military for na a bridges. Offer a year abattoir order wura a year Spinter's Roader. Some metal bridge in a war abattoir military for a year. How long has it been? ye wo bomfa chiase bridge ye wo bomfa chiase military for na be ye. How did we get here? And yes, dear basa. How did we get here? Can't the military be working? Can't we have a side for the military? Or mobile juma said a bayon generate sika. Prisons in Nisika bind the Bepa or prisoners in Amudomaguana every day ye feed omono. Make us a uko for ya. Ghana prisons were more than 1,000 acres. I'll bet me the farms so 40 prisons. What happened to that? Can't we get into prison farming? Where Adrianina prisons, de bano prisoners in the bano. Or manka sabeti mi adibie near tombie to a the institution. And here planting for food and jobs. Ye de kwakoma a school feeding for no. And the Frigana prisons never. Nesikan ye the ama prisons if one of their home. Instead sabako the individual bottom. Let's get serious. That is how we build a nation. That is how we build a nation. A nation biano yet innovative ideas. Say prisons or musikaswa come up with innovative ideas about prisons in this kakosro. How can you do that? Prisoners go come did free. 40 prisons are say the Jose Yantam. Would you be also be? Every year, you go into a maize farming done by the prison servicer. And Kasasi Kanwa, Yadema and Krofo individuals, a Kodio Motomo, and Kaya school feed, you bet me a Kojel Bro, Africana prisons for near the Sikana Momodo Abo Mohobra. And I'm saying, dear Masa. Yanko na yane former executive secretary to IGP and wano and member of parliament for wa West me angasa me yonko brebo pa e freno ex retired Peter Lancheri Tobu senior asaluto
Mibia prepa okateje
yey na what do give me Senior, why you move? So pretend why you move?
Hey, o katachi ba ko pe.
Now what is it?
Nyame tiase ni ho pa.
More piafo. Yanko very quickly. You've been at the helm of affairs of the Ghana Police Service as the executive secretary to about 3 IGPs. In fact, a Ghana Police Service, ye nimse wunimu ins and out to ni very. Now, adentina ya mo charging crofo sika se omonkoto forms se ansania form into the policing system. What are
Metacha medaste. Mami pa kwanyo na mentia che fo nyina.
Ya joso.
Obi a wotie bia, amse ba dia ya dri ni mo edin. Obi a sare a opejuma. Ena sisi ano. Enya juma a yeta ye be ye ma yakuma to ye. Obi a pejuma be ya sika beba no bottom. So sisi ano ye pe bibia ye be ya anya sika. Enya ejuma no titiru ntra. So obi a apply for police. Enya police no pe. Bebere wa enya police no pe. Ni apply for soja na. Bebere wa enya soja no pe. Kwa ba pastor bosme so de tuya ne ka. Ni sambe kwana no. Kuruma ye din, kuruma ye shi. Ni obeya abande tuya ka bia obeya ka se. Ni pese mi di ko pese so abi no. Then juba ben no kwa ko juba ben no ko ende fa ho. Ana afiri ya so a yesi ele fa nipa. Ni da tuwa gwa wantin. Na ma kwa koto forms. No ma sele. Sele mi a. Adida kwa ya mi. The American. And I think that it's something that we need to learn. It is respect for the unemployed. It is just common respect, courtesy. Service and text message. So, you might also open. You might what my and Pacho Yapani Panavi. About said, what develop interest, say for me the man. But as you made here, I'm Koyama. We wish you well next time. Try your luck again. Got for now, is not the quite man. You will want to say before training. Up chairs and say we are nobody really have the courtesy to tell the sympathize and the proper pay. Oh, Hana, yes, I did. Advert for forever. Now, I said, "Because that's a big command." Dr. Joseph Kufudan for the IGP. And I mean, kind of said, I'm ready at home. Yeah, gradual recruitment, I could do that here, and government on control aptitude. Now, I don't know the senior, I can say. 2017, the senior young film. Yeah, I had best for graduate for months and go apply. Second, I had to keep back on the other. And I use unemployment jobs and even to exploit the poor. If I need to see on your man yet, what's our Guinness? His own management, own company, let me go through the process. If I pass, I pass. If I fail, I fail. But you can't collect my money. The state cannot collect my money. The state cannot exploit me. I will not even have the courtesy to come back and tell me anything.
I know Senko for Rebecca said the 100 Ghana cedi is nothing, but who ye MP for Wild West? You know the conditions of people in ASW Wild West, and I know me call wa Karaga and more. Edikosi you can say Jirapa Dubai me ko honyina me koyen. If you look at Sebio, some of the conditions of our people, some of them cannot even boast of 20 Ghana a day, and such a person. Oka chere ne se onkofa 100 Ghana cedi emra make us say bia wato forms ne kura be 4 5 500 Ghana ye wienso a minu mienu nyina ya aware say certain people, unscrupulous people, go behind the scenes to take certain monies in the worth of thousands of Ghana cedi from ASI individuals is on memo madjuma. What is the security implications was adie we so?
What is more hurting is the fact that I think that we don't understand where we are as a country. The country is gradually collapsing. Something grand they were hard. You need to be cautious. Ofaka ko wichao. Now what's wrong with your classing now to be like compare 100 the person quarter bank and no pile. Send me pay immigration, me pay police, me pay fire service. Now I am at the new part of that room. But I share LP phone so. Say obia school ne robot ne resource pepe otifia hu ne onye NPS e panipawo 100 nya dia manya NPS e panipawo me ma nya ma 100 ma kwata present but when say kuma ye dey me try me luck let me extend my tentacles onya ba kuma na ma talk immigration so aka ho I see na your second one and the simple question I'm asking, if it is not exploitation, what so at this age say Becca said the form is free. The form is free. And then probably you can raise the standard. You can raise the standard and we get the best into the security services. You see, if you want peace and security, let's put the best in the security sector. If you want pure and proper law enforcement, let's put some of our best in the security sector. So your BM says that will be a form. Now go back to top on. Ukita e-crowd. Or pass any part of the Ukita, you are qualified. But we have gone past this stage. And maybe I told you, say, only credit English one. You cannot be a police officer. So only credit for English one, you cannot be an immigration officer. We have reversed the thing again. We have gone back to where we were many years ago. Ukita pass crabra. And I'm about to go now to form C. Ni pasaya ne bit masa.
Tama ura police muno. Tama ura police muno. Wobiji usika. Utuya bibi ansana ura police.
Tama mimi ura police muno. Kwa line.
Which year was this?
Me free. Wa be sa line wa kra. Me limu biya.
That was which year? Year be
I can't remember. That was 1992.
Okay.
I can't remember paying any money.
When TSC can be a buyer foul without anybody's help.
I went through the process as try and do visa coin. After 3 months, I say results about Namasa see the village point about try to results. Not passing. I have no idea what it is, but I went through the system and I was recruited. And then 1 million of that wrong. They said the only mobile what has happened? Because of pressure. Because if you have 100,000 people looking for 5,000 slots, the pressure of 100,000 or 5,000 can create all kinds of things that are annoying. But yeah, you go through it. So for me, I think that we should serve the people, and in serving the people, you can say form no cry free. You can pick the form free of charge. Now, you want to show some commitment to be able to support the process, no problem. But say yes, only say if you have 50,000 people paying 100 Ghana cedis, that is 5 million Ghana cedis.
Okay.
If you have 50,000 young people applying, and each person is paying 100 cedis, that is 5 million Ghana cedis. At the end of the day, you go and take the 5 million Ghana cedis and recruit about 2,000 people. You can use that money to pay the 2,000 people and say get balance. Not just say about anything.
But sir, same way and Sinrachi, it's been there for quite some time now. You were at the helm of affairs of Ghana Police. When I say that, you were part of the top hierarchy of the Ghana Police Service. Up at any point for discussion. And what was the rationale behind it? More discussing. Why were you still doing it as the police service?
You know, the point is that police is a subvented organization.
Right.
And whatever you can do to make more money to supplement the list that government gives you, you'll go ahead and do it. Are the police well equipped and maintained? Of course, not to the standard that everybody wants to see. So at the end of the day, so you say you better forms, not the police. I say the public state has apply never 5 million to never made 2 million by 3 million almost so on the side of the police, it is good, it's a source of revenue internally generated to be able to support them. But on the part of what is the social dynamics of Ghana, what we are basically doing that we are exploiting the poor people. We are exploiting the poor people. Nipa pe brebe mo apply o mo say yeah try and like but e go see aga. Nipa say na bit mapa. Maybe I'm catching on propose this is a competitive process. It's not that you go and pass. You must pass and qualify. So who can 90%? Let's say nipa say 200 and you 92%. I bet you 90% for if you are nipa kakana mo person mo ko produce no manya mo. O 90% obanya so better.
So moving forward,
frustrating system.
Moving forward as a nation,
national policy on the matter is not about say abandon. No, because MPP abandon almost almost about 400 cities, I want the better 50 cities. People propose that they say just couple, but say I didn't free. But they say Abuano. If you hear the children, I was saying yes.
Ejano so ani sonko.
Ejano so I was saying yes.
Enkrofo se sensika jeje ya ye jeje enkrofo yi ansa na mo wura police mu enti na ama Ghana police fo yi da bia na ye twamadapa se mo de monsa efa eye trotro drivers sesere ho mo de fa taxi drivers sesere ho ene V8 fo se mo chia ye ne ye busa o sa eye behavior of our police. The police for our say almost serve or minor say yeah jeje nkrofo sika any ade no. Does it have any psychological linkage to sir yeah ba ye je musika asa na ewrem no?
Absolutely not. Where a application, what is it? You are applying for a job and I say but your application fee so 100 Ghana cedis no apply then you go to the process. It has nothing to do with the super because you know I could say no. But you know what? Society the society in fact, every society every police organization is a reflection of the society. Every police organization is a reflection of the society. Society police. At the end of the training, you got to realize that people are beginning to behave in a different way. There is organizational culture. And okay, when you know, never will endorse. I am to mean and that's a cassette police is with the and never and one would work for so many years. I don't know any system. Who is benefiting the Ross? You know, when you are benefiting from the Ross, you say new change be banner. I have one probably I am who benefiting from the Ross. Now you fight against the Ross. But we need the national policy to say we need a new policing services that will be able to meet the expectation of the Ghanaian people. And that policing service, all of us will have to do this. And yeah, no, we need to demonstrate commitment. We need to show some level of commitment to say that we want some reforms. The reforms never there. We can get the police service that we want. But until we get there, what we have now is what we have. And what we have is what we have created. And that is the police service that we have. We can't do anything about it.
Okay.
Unless we all come together and say, we want to change. And what is the direction? This is the direction. Are we all ready? Yes, and let us go. Nobody to complain. I'm sure that there will be a lot of change. Within 1 year, I'm telling you that we so many new things happening. Are we ready for that? Yeah, there are no keke. We're not ready to get committed to many of the changes that we can propose. We can't in 2016, NPP to transform the recruitment process and to move away from the President John Mahama cronyism and corruption. The part of 5 years, and then transfer that transformation about recruitment.
The same thing and even worse. I know the and yes, be a tia niaka and niaka see be different, but the same thing and even worse. But you know, Peter,
because we are not serious as a people.
Oh no, seriously, we are not serious. I know that is a fact. We are very principles. We are very unprincipled people. We're very dishonest creatures. Fidie ne chi ya yesunko eja ye nso yesunko now ye wie kura no superintendent retired mamusa akwashi o wo ne eye owura George Dampare esan e wo police mu kakra COP George Dampare ene won na ye IGP wo ba ye emere kakra bi meretia bi Ghana force ya say what in the youthfulness breathe fresh air into the policing and now be no naja one night patrol no agasa kura check bi and now be no security room no monitor bi no this and you see IGP for the first time on jump traffic with wow no jinam. Do you think the IGP current IGP is going to do anything new?
Hello.
What is your assessment of COP George Dampare as the IGP and moving forward? Do you have any hope in him?
COP Dr. George Dampare, he has two faces that I always talk about. The face of a professional police officer, the face of somebody with a lot of book behind him. And maybe I told you, police is pumping in Polka, they are a school, they are man. School, they are a yes, I know. And I catch them say, oh, yes, school, baby. I just see baby. We have to Ghana. So it is important for us to add some level of academics to policing because policing has become a science. And you get a PhD holder, our IDP. You throw a letter man, catch them and say, only regime will be the highly scrutinized regime because he's the first PhD holder to become Inspector General of Police in Ghana. We are fun to see. Google for a and I said Google for a Dr. George Dampare's reign, his performance and his legacy will let us declare a conclusion on the matter. Said Buku Bebe police, and I said Buku Bebe police. But the American said he's an energetic young man, and he has the young people behind him, and we love him and we want to support him. But the American said, and let your human skill be the one that will direct you and lead you. It has so much hope in him because of failure of a higher thing.
Okay.
Failure of a report watching over the bed, I am wired. Let's wish him well and let's all support him.
All right, may I say, Superintendent retired Peter Lanshani Tobu, our former executive secretary to IGP's Miansa, now and they were MP for hours. Senior Bacho, may I see you? Yaminka, Yen, and then it's a Whooper University, Papa Koshiandi and one may say a positive way and the security agency, Yaka Masam. No, Koshiandi and I said, be at the tonte, Nanya ntete masama say na university foi enkrofo bi nya 1 2 3 kiosk bi a say free university da bi ese ko university papa tienie wakọ university papa ebie wa adwenem unya good connections ho na abekọ ene enkrofo ahodo ahia na ofiri school mu a wa ma meye unemployed ni akọ wo ye 100 Ghana cedi ansa ni afaw police enti uhia so obekọ Ghana Christian University College tienie courses papa ni no ho nya course so asabi obewie na wontimi nya ba bi mfa saa wo course no kora ankoye adwuma ene nkrofo akoye premium po ahwan university akọ enso course so aye no enye papa wodu aye Ghana Christian aye University College aye wo courses bi say accounting, marketing, public health, health information management, nursing, hospitality management, information technology and systems, banking and finance, journalism and media studies. Kusua journalism papa o. Wa ma ye nkrofo ye gire odo mo se fa TV animu e twantri. Kusua journalism papa. Etu ese okọ eye Ghana Christian University College. Na kusua eye banking and finance, journalism and media studies, human resource management, electrical and electronics engineering. Enkrofobia wo mo ba efie we na no se wo de we ye fa ha no de afa ha. No aka we ya so beti ane tere yesese bio market na hye. Wo anko university papa ankusua ntia. Green energy engineering, surveying and geo-information engineering, film acting and production. Say film acting no ye suani nyina wo Ghana Christian University. Ghana Christian University no ye wo regular from Monday to Friday. Wo ye adwuma na se woni mra nso a ye wo package nice ma weekends, Fridays and Saturdays. Ye wo bibi a friend sandwich in every other weekend online. Ye no so ho tienie. Obetimi afa admission forms for a year September 2020 to a year January 2021 admissions in it. Obetimi afa free number way 0204 069 583 0204 069 583 0576 533 307. Obetimi afra 0576 533 307 na eya oso akọ eye university papa na wakosua de ache. Tienie Prostafit capsules ye twen Johnson boko Johnson ya wo Johnson wa fe wo se asese bi oni yefunu keka nyawo asa oni awi atwema nso be man so de nka wo Johnson emu de enso Johnson yare ayo se twom wadia no mu aye oyaya na atewa na wo ba be na aye emu keka me ojonso ne ba emu apai tu wo se be wo ntafo wo be wo ayi tienie Prostafit be boawo jonso ne be ba boko eni be da okrogen ojonso eni aye se coke eno na se problem ho se wo difficulty in urinating wadia ne emfa jonso wieye uje mu abonse se bi kakra gu na so wo be ma ye de catheter batum o mi de mi tu futini ye de catheter batum to bo ase wo ya eye Prostafit capsules se bi o mi tuoi me beda me num nsuo kuruwa ebonhua emma se dey enso mesori ajonso be mienu miensape wo die make us every 5 minutes bia na wo sori kojonso ojonso twa no ayemmere wo hia Prostafit tienie jonso itimi makura de ane na se eya agego emai abdominal pains no yesi ebebu yensa yesi wokọ afichire nani dani abo wani nane hwe wani enane hwe de ogina na ogina hia Prostafit ebema moja na flow ye kama abdominal pains ni nyina beko zipma capsules no so emai jansem hunu keka anajo ebotan ekobia no a eye adwuma no ana ese osisuo tienie ade na siritirase so betimi amena sori hia eye zipman capsules panya na ade ho no obeti de dewa okọ baako efa ho na ahoro na ekoi wontimi mu adwuma be ma wo hia eye zipman capsules tienie ye ka so wa kire wo de ntu hofo media yakra de ya de 5 be ma janse mu no keka na gina so che wo hia zipman capsules ebe ma otaduani mu ayeden ebe ma huntire no emoja atimi asane akwa abaye same akoban no wo hia zipman capsules be ma adwuma no de edu anadwo awurawura wo miwura no ye be fra no ebuo no edebe ma no enye sika no ade to wan we ya wo be ye Mr. Otua no be ye Mr. Odi se wo be so be Mr. Otua no be ye Mr. Odi dia ene o hia eye Zipman capsules wo sisi eye o ya na no me sisi emu ate se ten sisi ani mu ate ten ave me ko bo Zipman capsules akan si ani ten etiene se nya ware na ma ware aka eje maro ko me ma 7-star general ba ware enti ese esiso ani esiso meda na chain na esiso na ehwa de Zipman capsules adaroma eja meyiri nso ni hatie we fa ne sa yenko ne yenko eye so lack mixture Solac mixture, sexually transmitted disease. My adokru omu say ya chom. Tie Solac mixture. Ene mai association ahimfie o tumutas. Ahimfie o tumutas. Uye omu si ahimfie nse ngro nkosi ahimfie ne esafo munya mu de kankan kuyen. Ya bremo. We hear Solac mixture. Solac mixture na ema ade no tinsuo wutimi bia bi so na no madam fu bi oposi ni poku ase wo bia so wo de nsa wo se mema ne wo skills bi aya ye de ye no ye de nsa edi kan akọ na ye de aba aya ase ye kesew ne ye de ehwe ye hwena no ahwe mema ne ya we checking the engine oil afa oposi ni de nsa kofa ahwa na wo hwe ye ade nyate e wo no de fa wo ba ne hwena no wo ba ne se ho wo se ho wo de no pesa ni mguasie na mesere wa Solac mixture no ebesiesie ho ema ho bi amba wo kai scratch enwi na ne nsa hye ho ne wo dwini se egwiri adi asemo a ema wo bo ni tiri se pa na ne nsa ba ko hye ho nu odwi wo hia Solac mixture ye mpense hunu tie da meka no ema no nso dwonso ya o dwonso emu ya emu apa tu katita no ebe wo pa wo hia Solac mixture Sebe manu moye kura we ya Solac mixture ne moye se dese mema ni bo ho amususu nyusu mu ade no tire bia na kura bem mu hia Solac mixture fra Solac mixture were all available herbal shops in the pharmacy 0245 upe bia to 0245 616 028 123 I Abranaaso komo with Okatechi Kwame Fifa Mensa still remaining the Bombardier Field Marshal Squadron Leader Ranger Buffalo one hero ya General Kabaka and I catch him say I will have Farouk but unfortunately BBS in the choir went to Myanmar it's now SC go on and do the show the people show you reading messages in it be 123 Roboni Asaman says when authorities charge its citizens before giving them job to do then obviously professionalism and patriotism will never be a hallmark and priority. It is clear that the time has come for this archaic way of recruiting people into the various security institutions must stop. Jehovah bless you, CIC. Raboni Asamanka say, Anna Debaye, where's it? Come on, you are too much, bro. Maturity is not about age. You are just too much. I like the way you are doing the advert. It means you know what you are talking about. And you are talking through experience and the rights. Joe, it's rough. Experience, baby. Rough. I know you, Joe. Me agasem Joe. I know AMP Logistics. Joe, super, fantastic. Yanko, yenim. 1, 2, 3. Honorable Bernard Odro Techi. Former I can't say PM the man Sunyane West or say keep it up. Good job. Thank you, brother. Yanko emancipation group nim asoja fo ni bebre awo mo hwehwo. Me ma me akosu abene wa mechiawo. Me ni abakwenya akonsu mechiawo. Nana ya asare stero oso wo hwehwo no kwasi agima so wo hwehwo no tie oso samre papa bi e friend PK Simpi. Tuber Road Net Link Estate. Wangasa kwesi asante in Dubai was it ne papa no wadaroma wachia wo hwehwo papa agra yadase PK Simpe semehunu di ne bua na ade acheme yeso hwehwo ne papa medase lawyer Tadio sorry so mechia lawyer Akosu asante mechia lawyer Nikito so mechia de se jejumo mechia me nyanti da bia lawyer for na for madam for say be ya moya ma line wo mo up edo ma ba abehia mo court nobody can intimidate us the constitution will change madam waba ana awanye yanko straight yanfa course ye na homra ho ye ba be ma kwan na so atimi afa ya bi wate.
Welcome to the Royal Dazzle Event Center. With a lush and well-maintained lawn and garden, you are assured of the best serene and comfortable atmosphere to organize all your family and social events. Live the royal moments here with friends and family. The hosting capacity of 600 to 800 people makes Royal Dazzle the most versatile of places to host weddings, parties, funerals, conferences, concerts, and many more. Create your memories with us. Call us for inquiries on 055-814-8585 or 024-620-2144, or pass by and speak to any of our friendly staff. Locate us at My John, close to Zoom Lion headquarters. Royal Dazzle Event Center, creating memories.
If I cry na menyisika, etia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia edia tre medjuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre me busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hwehwe ahodo bi te se dwadefo obosia, ekoko obosia, susu account. And it so wo savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And the keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Na won so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Welcome to Auto Check Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hour crash.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit Auto Checks at Koforodia Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. Auto checks, check.
Auto Checks, your safety, our priority.
Check, Auto Checks.
Peace of mind is very essential in your journey to success.
Okay, that's Abranaaso on TV XYZ. The most fantastic show on Saturday morning. And I'm telling you, it is the people show. Abranaaso yebaye is enkophobia mo makoda. Ye brim mo man opanensa. Abrofo 7 nyina ya tetiagu. Ya tini nyina agu. Akwasi adema say experience pa wakatechi ba makwasi michiri rough. Samre wone ohene kwabena champion ne atu ahene ana ehwe kwabena champion enne midru kumase amenewo ubechia maya mufra brochire ba amfa hwe ama ye ba bebusa de enti afra roche ye yire fefe enso hwebi akwasi adema ne omo maka omo hwe. Okay, let's move on. Solak NSF man. Oyena kwaba.
Meje se pa akatachi.
Na bia boko de.
Boko pa.
Ene de na wo mai. Asa wo se de asama.
Ahayeshi. Na wo boy juma so papa.
Fantastic. Na adobe ni.
When you to pain.
Eno ye den ya.
Eno ye painkiller.
Okay.
Yes, a bit too pain.
Etini to pain.
Any to pain. No.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Okay, on say and what's he? It's often Ghana for Mema. Age bracket between 45 to 75. When 75% of them are waste space.
Waste space. Almost is your moya. And yes, I will carry you. Wahine made a chewa and ranam daho. I'm yet a year let through one at the Tarimachi mo, not ya so short. Made ye mucopedia metal. After meeting yani tain mo emwate.
Sir,
me here to pay.
Here to pain.
But that's it.
I will say cost of waste space no means.
Okay.
Edding can or the can no. One okoi pija na dear. Be a mood. And now pigeon when in a prim. I will say waste no your upper bone. So you man skeleton now. No lower bone. And you what discussion in between them.
I know you're
desk now say cartilage gradual.
And a near my shape in between.
And a hand is set cushion.
Yeah.
It has a car bushing and a car absorber. Also absorber no ye the shame. na sandwich the two metal so be metal enka metal
right
to so what to say no sa question no with time no obedient ehi
okay
and I say ewe
media ewe me ko achie and you see a friend no cervical spondylosis na say me akasa media na problem it you to pay
not to pay the any say now to pay ointment we no
okay
and no what the massage was sisi na chi no and o kon na chi no na heat na across expansion contraction first 15 minutes we nya excessive heat
okay
thermal energy heat na be fa was skin nim afa muscles nim edra bone nim edko bone marrow nim na eyi pain na bo inside no dey free ho dey amawo na the same heat na cause expansion contraction te be ma dompe na akensi the ground no be say ebie
okay
on se cushion na we a dompe be ka dompe etina what was be pain was sim ebuei eje and say expansion and contraction say ebie say apa na ga be dem
okay
now if you want to pain capsules ko insider and so a kanya mechanism when say the cell mitosis any a point produce fa so e produce lost tissue na say lost cell na this disk na ehina abesentem enti obi tie me ni sisi ne ya o transient na nsan okada che me so ko bo na me so ko tete mapom bo de me bo pa in fact penalty pen na me say no
okay
and ko bo ba na skipa na ya de nka me share na akwa bi twa me from cream to me do fear na me ankle no me nine ne stable no link na wo ho no afi mu ya me ya meet aso na me frame wife no the to pain ointment etwi me and na me do to pain capsules in me ko inside within 30 minutes no na afi anyam asanyam ne twa me no on say to pain ointment no 15 minutes of heat ni wi si apa e sama cooling effect
okay
cooling no efeme muscle no efeme tendons no efeme bone no na the pain the floor the amount to pain tin you say e betu o pain na waist pains one causes no number 2 age I want say hemre wa form na say kokrafo a omo age bracket no e ko denima obenya mo omo joints me wa fo no o ntimi na ahuntutuo wo nso sasabro ani sasabro nso disk na eye between no awe et dompe ka dompe et na hana
arthritis ni ye keka
e basase apa what to pain ointment ni twitwe ne ho no to pain capsules
na ma contraction
sa
ebiem na to pain capsules no wuram na cause the problem no
we are biological ho no aben
fantastic
tete dey dey free what obi dey sciatic nerve
na wura ni sisi ni mu aba ne to na se ho na nine na ase ho medie na ase ma ye kan se bi it we me here to pain and you we ya mam bi
I say sciatic nerve no ebo on metime nam na ye bawe en kan say awaba ana wakoy bibia akosisi na kobo ho te basa so wona ma say wo twe wona ase o say link na eso mu no I say ahoma ekro two bones no na ye bawe I stiff can't be in control no what it to pain ointment if o to achi no ene wo siate o to ase ho no na ase apa now them to pain capsules na akọ inside na ye fe o de ma
now what enemy here to pain
e betu pain
na we ne etu me pay wi a ene advert nka mbabuma ye gina mu ene na sabi o de ye nyusu ye kura no ye gina mu bankrofo ye konum to pain ne bia ba wo so here to pain said ye kan sabi solar kefo ne o mo keka ho to pain so ye one of the best
sure where the first herbal painkiller in the country
in the country
yes we menka kokwa asemo
ye nananum hahamai
ene
ana mo atwitwa na mo de aye painkiller to pain
herbal painkiller
dem fa nubo anu bia mfrafrem
organic
okay
on some pain ya na ye kototo no berbe ope herbal painkiller obi de no wonya migraine itifa no eye ne him wonom to pain capsules we go inside and we say 5 days what no for the rest of your life a herbal painkiller it yes or no 10 5 days full treatment
now what
wonom to pain capsules we go inside e yi sa migraine dey for the amount obi order ne console kata chi order ne console enti ama ne kon no otwa entwa I stiff what it to pain ointment no e massage twitwi ho no si apa na afa heat no ama na flexible
say yes ye free bibi spinal C6 C3 ne ho
vertebral column no
wonya ye na shift kakra na anhye yi a na kan so ya so wada ne kon so kon so nya pillow eti fa to pain bi etwitwi
Now on to
and I'm here to pay.
Capsules not go inside. Also, our spine, vertebral column, no say. I saw Kumoja, a semun kitten. And you want discard them. In Tabia or be crampa or win accident be. This is boho. Tama vertebral column, ne quasian, a twisticacra. To once on a man watch ya. As a card center boot, what I no what it say. What it to pain. Capsules no, inside. To pain ointment on PP. 5 days how in every amount. Right. Now that your telephone numbers any question be a wait me pusa home na yedin komo e brain nti. MTN no e 0245. Okay. 0245 61 60 28 0245 61 60
akwasi adima agona akwasi adima se eni ekatache ye nyina ye hia to pay ye nyina ye hia bu ebi kokumasi nei na je se eni to pay no se ye tu ni do so bu ani akwasi adima montwa me woni bayi ye kan say kwabena champo kura do fra buru chiri baye adwuma ko ye ntin sisi nyina say wo hia to pay na bedeba manya bi yusu na on so oka sa wo abochira wo no on se bone kase no ehu ne wo mu no na se maro no on se okumodwan ya na hu white ya nkwa no fefe what na wo cha o mo tra se che bank we go bank the drivers no o mo se sa ehu eda settle no onya kwan beda dompe ne soro eti awoba heat no awon ban from na etimi ko gina ho na ma osteoarthritis dompe sa sabro eti nyina no hia to pay na wo hia to pay yo to pay number ne sense to me bacho me da se pa MTN no e 0245 61 60 28 0245 61 60 28 and after Airtel no enso ye 0261 0261 73 62 63 0261 73 62 63. Aye to pay. All right, me that say to pay. I won't come on ana otie you know. Yeah, they wrap it up no. Obviously, Masoja for Martin, Emancipation Group Martin, Labista Ebri, General Blay, Munyina no Yedamase, Virtuous from East Lagos Yedamase, Pakwesi Ochere, Tema Committee 1 Yedamase, Kwabena Kateche in Sawam. This is the People's Show. Osea many teacher mante, Robert Oyibi Benapat, Munyina Mutie Show no, Akwesi Kisigo Mwa Enkrai, Kwabena Ameuga Madina, Sergio Labadi Munyina Amoya part of the Emancipation Group. Mudi Abranaaso Echi na mu making sure say show no I number 1 in the country. And this show, it is the People's Show. Still remaining. Mumpeo. But before see about one year, Seramu Adabia, and Amosoria, and Nakatachie, and Mun save you on my Ghana, Nam Crofobit is our brother, Yamuti to work cancer, Munusa, Yaquadium Crofosica, make us as you and you will be a Sika, and so your best Seramo. Mu make sure say mu be support and fix the country no with mutu 2 cedi 3 cedi and 1 cedi no and no near the organization 21st ye dey call takrade akoya demonstration so person or support here tie obetimi asende mobile money akọ fix the country 0542 827 617 0542 827 617 near Prince Ado and Adine also 0555 873 873 339 no ye Oliver Baka Voma wo ano onusu din ewoso obetimi akọ GoFundMe na wako obetimi aye cash app fix the country cash app obetimi aye cash app GBP GH fix the country any PayPal fix the country munyina mbetimi support here na yetimi agi wo my way esi wo ebizaye nara ya asasi ni ya abodende de maye moja ye nananu muhwe ye de jeto wo maye adume ende won soso si ebeye bia to aso nimde ntira so kotonkra ne pesame nkominya edi ya bra mudam amaya asasi wundo nyina atose. We need to save the nation just as in the 1897 the Mensa Sabbath did by forming Aborigines Right Protection Society. We shall also form Fix the Country to take power away from this alien social class who are not in touch with the plight and the people's problem. Midi answer intimacy so. I still remain the Bombardier Field Marshal Squadron leader, Ranger Buffalo Royal General Kabaka, Bonfa Deshia Secretary Deshia Mifra Santiago na. Ubetimi from me the nondescript radical reformer, very unrepentant one. I came, I saw, I fear not. Okateche Viva Mensa Midi. Share me next week. Bye bye.